Hey guys, thank you for visiting GTSilver. This is just going to be a quick, perhaps boring video as an update of where I am in getting this channel going. And the basis for this channel really is my experiences with a car, doing unique things. And when I say unique things, I don't mean, I'm going to buy a Lambo and jump it off a bridge or something like that. I'll leave that up to the exotic supercar guys. What I'm talking about is a moderately priced, sports car. I'm looking at cars that I can take on unique drives and to interesting places. I really feel that there's just a ton of car review guys out there. There's a ton of exotic and supercar trackers and hunters and stalkers that they do a great job. I love following them. Daily Driven, Exotics, these kind of channels. I love Salamandrian, whatever. I love that, but that's not what I'm going after here on my channel. I'm more about, let's get a cool sports car, something I can modify. It doesn't have to be practical, but something that I can have some fun with, and on a weekly basis, just about where I can, take it on drives in the region to places that people may not have been to before or had a chance to visit and see what's there. Some interesting places. I've been thinking about even just in Philadelphia, which I'm nearby. They've got some very interesting places to visit. I want to capture some good footage on the way and that type of stuff. So anyway, that's the basis for the channel. And the reason I'm posting this is I've narrowed this down to basically a Porsche. Now, that's still broad because they put out so many different variations of their models. I can't even remember the last count how many different variations and special editions of the 991 are out there. I had a 991 first gen C4S up until earlier this year. Loved the car. Basis for some of my other posts and my uploads were modifications I was making to the car, styling, things like that I was doing. So I know I'm going to go back to a Porsche. It's in my soul. I can't get it out. The only way I can get it out is to get a car and drive it. So, but I have narrowed it down. I'm either going to go with, another C4S, possibly a C2S, the rear wheel drive variant as a GTS. I like the GTS variations of the model because they already have the power kit. And one of the things I would probably do to either the 4S or 2S, I would consider adding the power kit. If I can get a low mileage used 991 from like 2015, I may consider that. You start, if you get up in the mileage, the criteria for the power kit start to change. If you ever look at the specifications and criteria and requirements from the factory, once your engine gets to a certain amount of hours in service and mileage, I think there's some different parts that have to come into play, maybe some more expense, that kind of stuff. So anyway, I'm looking at possibly the 4S, 2S variations with maybe GTS. I'm not looking at convertibles, no. I'd love to just get a fixed roof, no sunroof, no glass roof kind of car. They're hard to come by, but maybe I can find that. At the same time, I'm also considering a GT3, although the price point just went up, like from the 4 and 2S's that I'd be looking at. A used GT3, which they're out there. They're at a price point where I might as well just buy a brand new 4S or something like that. But we'll see. I have not ruled that out. It's just, that might be a little tough pill to swallow it where I'm at right now. The other is a GT4, and the GT4 I'm very interested in. They're out there, I can find them. They're still a little pricey for being used, but they're quite the car. And I'm very much considering that as well. So in the next several weeks, I want to try and finalize this, make sure I can get the get everything lined up so I can go pick up the car. It doesn't have to be from this area. It can be pretty much from anywhere in the US. It doesn't matter. But I would really appreciate it if, for those that are going to follow along, first, make sure you subscribe down below. And there'll be a link at the end of this. If you're interested in more do-it-yourself and write-ups and detailed projects, please check out my blog called Plenum. There's a link for it at the end of this video, and you can visit there. I do post up just some of the videos there too, but mostly that's step-by-step instructions in some cases of projects that I've done on the 991s. I'd appreciate any comments and feedback. Please leave them below. I'd like to hear from you all what you think is a great choice for me, being something from the 991 family, and I want to buy used. So the 4S or the GT4 perhaps, something like that. So I would appreciate it if you could subscribe. Thank you very much.